Without the cheese.
Squeeby.
Talk about that. And the kuno.
Okay. Thank you very much. I want to have this opportunity our provincial chairperson, Chief Social Chairman Tawanda Tukara, is going to officially open our demo. And thank you all for the opportunity.
Chisa America, Chisa! Chisa Canada, Chisa! Chisa Zimbabwe, Chisa! Amanda! Amanda! Ahoy, my comrade!
Ahoy!
Ahoy, my comrade!
Ahoy!
Thank you very much for coming. It's good to see. Technology. It's good to see so many young people here, so many youth here. That's what our father, the founding father of Zimbabwe, the father of Zimbabwe, Dr. Nyongolo Mkomo said, that Zimbabwe will not die. The young people in it will save it. So we are here, our young people, to save our country, to save Zimbabwe. This is good. And our mothers that are here, we want to thank you so much for being here. Anzimusha Mukad. If you understand the history of the liberation of Sudan, it was liberated by the women. My task here is very simple. I just want to make you a little angry. I know you are angry already because you are here when you are supposed to be in Sakuba, when you are supposed to be in Highfield, when you are supposed to be in Muzirikazi or Pupa Jena or somewhere there. But I want to make you a little angry. You know, 2 weeks ago, the ZANU-PF government, they chartered a high-powered delegation from Zimbabwe, went to Texas, went to Washington, D.C., led by the so-called director of the diaspora. I don't know which diaspora because they don't lead me, they don't represent you, no. They don't do anything. They were there and they were asking and talking about investing in Zimbabwe. Bring your money so that we invest in Zimbabwe. Ask yourself one question. Was that in your best interest or in the best interest of them? Because that's what they always do. If they love you so much that they want you to go and invest in Zimbabwe and then you become a millionaire or you make millions, that is if you can become a millionaire in Zimbabwe. And please, don't get me wrong. I'm not discouraging anyone from going to invest in Zimbabwe. I'm just talking from experience. I once did it and I got banned. But if you still want to go, take your money, take your millions and put them in a sinking hole, very deep hole, you can go and do that. It's your democratic right. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, are they doing it for the love of Zimbabweans here in the diaspora? When they take your money, they go with it to Zimbabwe. And then they go in parliament. Right now, as I'm speaking, they have passed successfully the cyber security bill. You know what that means? It means you being here, or you being on social media, just writing something on social media, expressing your democratic rights, expressing your feelings. Right. You write something about Mnangagwa, you write something about ZANU-PF, you can be arrested on arrival at the Harare International Airport. But those are the same people that are saying, bring your millions to Zimbabwe so that you invest. But they arrest you for expressing an opinion. No. Right now, we are fighting the government. They're trying to pass another bill, the patriotic bill. The patriotic bill entails that if you are here in America, you are in any foreign country, you talk to a foreign dignitary, you go to the State Department, or you come here to the United Nations where we are, you speak to someone there, that's a criminal offense. You arrested on arrival. Let me put it in perspective for you so that you understand. Yeah. Maybe some of you will not say, you'll be saying, I'm not going to Zimbabwe. Yes. If an MDC official, whether MDCT or MDC Alliance or Mavambo or anyone from the political arena, they visit here, they come and see an American, or you, because some of you here are American, they talk to you. That's a criminal offense. They'll be arrested. If it is President Chamisa, you will be arrested at the airport. You were talking to a foreign dignitary without permission. They want us to seek permission from them so that we can interact with our fellow citizens here.
That's not right.
That's the patriotic bill.
Wow.
Just being here at the demonstration.
Shame on them.
Jinja.
Maitiro.
Maitiro bayo.
Jinja.
Kula.
Mzenzo.
Mzenzo zagaleza.
Zizula.
Ezoko. Ezoko. You got arrested for being here, for wearing that t-shirt, for wearing that cap. You got arrested. That's what the patriotic bill means. We have been fighting it and we will continue to fight it. But that's the paradox here. They want your money, they want you to invest in Zimbabwe, but they will arrest you when you get to Zimbabwe to see how your investments are going. There's only one way out of that paradox, out of that hole.
Okay.
For us to do what we are doing here today. Fight for our rights.
Okay. So,
fight for our rights.
We are
for 40 years, for 4 decades, we have been demanding the diaspora vote. And for 4 decades, Emerson Mnangagwa, Robert Mugabe, and many others like Pharaoh, they've been refusing to give us our democratic rights.
We haven't told it.
Countries like Mozambique of all the people, you grew up in Zimbabwe. You know what we're talking about Mozambique. Mozambicans can vote from wherever they are. Ghanaians can vote from wherever they are. I lived in Botswana for 10 years. Botswana can vote from wherever they are. But we can't vote. So the only way is to fight for us to be able to vote. But if we can't do that, there's also something that we can do. We have a big role to play as Zimbabweans in the diaspora. This is very important. It's a clarion call to all of us, to each and every one who is here. Who has helped here someone to register to vote in Zimbabwe? Just put a hand up. Let's be honest. You see, this is why we're not in power. This is what Oko Chimono is always talking about. That we are all about talking and no action. We come here, we have used thousands of dollars so that we are here. But we can't do a simple thing like giving $10 to your grandmother who is in Weza, who is in Modoro, who is in Pamtoko, so that he can jump into a bus and go and register to vote. You know that we deliberately doesn't want people to go and vote, so they put those registration points far away from everyone. People have to put in $5, pump in $10 for them to do that. But that's what you can do. We here in the diaspora. That's what the Zambians did. I was speaking to the Zambians. I was speaking to one of the ladies that was advising HH. I'll be interviewing him next week. She told me, Chief, We were working as individuals. The struggle was brought down to an individual level. That's why I'm challenging you here. What have you done yourself? Because it's no longer a time for you to be saying, what is Chamisa doing? What is the Welshman Nuwe doing? MTC is just quiet. You want Hopewell to be your liberator. You want Hopewell to do it for you. Your Guvera says liberators do not exist. The people liberate themselves. We liberate ourselves. What we're doing here is a process of liberating ourselves. That's why I was saying I want to thank you so much for being here, because that's what we need to do. So from here, let's not go back home and sit. Make sure you pick a family, you pick a village, you pick a community, you can afford it. It costs $100. I did it myself. I sent the whole village for $200 to go and register to vote. You can do that. And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
We can't talk about what others are doing or not doing, because that is what we are very good at. So, comrades and friends, please, let's take up this clarion call. Let's make sure that we do something. If you are in North America province, and we invite you, if you are not part of that, organizing secretary Bamada is here. One of the founding members of the struggle. I'm not talking about the MDC. Of the struggle is here. Talk to him. You become part of what we are doing. We already launched that campaign called that was called the 2023 fundraising campaign. Before we talked about it, we had it here, but now we want to open it up to everyone, so that we do it as citizens, as Zimbabweans. Because we as the FTC Alliance, we have realized, we know that we can't do it alone. We need every Zimbabwean. That's why here we are going to see Jeremiah. He told me that he's on his way. We have churches. You come to the hotel where we are. We'll be having a lot of people from other organizations. Make Africa Great campaign group. I think they are already here. We are working as citizens. We are converging as citizens. We are coming together as Zimbabweans so that we deliver change to Zimbabwe. And before I step down, let me acknowledge our father here. He has been here. I don't know how many times. Dr. Mliva, how many times have you been here at the United Nations? Yeah, I'll give you, you speak. But I just want us to give a round of applause before I say what I want to say to people like Dr. Mliva here. These are people that have come here to the United Nations so many times to fight for our democracy, to fight for our freedom. Saka, if you are seeing Baba Vedo Avaripano, Baba Rushizo, one of the founding members of this struggle. And I like it, that's why we are a Mai Rushizo, Haripo, Pan, Dr. Mirimi. He also brought his wife. He's here. The doctor too. Yeah, but we are here converging. The same, but no, we are next year. Munwese nemkazi wake, munwese ne girlfriend yake, munwese ne murume wake, munwese ne girlfriend ne boyfriend yake, so that we are all here. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. So Dr. Mlilo is here, and all these founding fathers are here. You go home and you sit, you don't do anything. Let's fight for our freedom, and the freedom is for you, our young people. If you don't fight for it, if you don't get people to register in Zimbabwe, it's your future. But it's not even the future, it's now that you'll be destroying. Thank you very much, comrades. Ahoy, my comrades. Ahoy, my comrades. Ahoy. Ezoko. 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 Thank you. Sinjo, I just wanted to say thank you
our chairman, my chairman, for the good work that he has shared with us. And yes, it is true. I wanted to mention that we have, for all of you who may not be aware of that, we have 3 districts in North America province. We have East Coast, we have West Coast, and we have Canada. Unfortunately, Canada is not here. So here we have, you're gonna just raise your hand. We have West Coast chairperson, Mr. Mujanja. Mr. Mujanja, they were West Coast, Bariku, Oklahoma. So he came all the way from Oklahoma here today. We have that is where Bakure Said. It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice from Oklahoma to here in New York City. We have Bakure. When is Marquita? Bakure. Okay. Bakure and you are Marquita. Bakure and you are chairman of the East Coast. Vanenge vari pamwechete navamujanja vari kuwest coast, then veku Canada vanonzi vabako but ndo vasipo. And I want to also identify chair vedu vekumassachusetts vamukonondera kudai uko vanhu vakuonei. I want to also identify chairman veku Texas of the branch yedu kule vanga vasina kuvaona, advocate advocate Masiye ndo vakamirira our late Itai Damara, the Mrs. Damara. Dai maoko tisingambotaura a little bit about the diaspora initiative by the regime, and we are going to give you some very few minutes for advocate just to share with you, because the every card regular MDC are all over the US. So we know exactly what is going on. Chairman Martinenga. Chairperson Martinenga. She's also one of the kids of the politicians who have been working so hard for Zimbabwe, just like Zimbabwe. I think most of you know the Martinenga, the mother and the father of the I want to identify our doctor who is advising us on our COVID. Dr. Ranga, we met with Dr. MDC, North America program. Thank you very much. We have here, let me see, we have our local branch chairman, Mr. Bashi. Mr. Bashi, also the Maoko. Mr. Bashi, I mean, I was going to tell you, but we have women to win. The vice chairperson of the we are going to introduce each and everyone hotel and the farmer. Administrator we province, you know the Mesa province. But not change it like this. No one only Javana or Galileo, Javana, Chapace, and the Taura. Looked a movie. No one is not so much of everything. And One, 2000, and was down there. And they used to brought me around. And then he was my few my older brothers, but he was also my MDC ambassador. He was the ambassador of the country. Okay, check right. So we also gonna give him a minute to say that we went we can share something. Then from there we are going to hold our I will not speak very long. I just wanted to say, I just want to say two things. Okay. Now you can hear me. You can hear me. What do you want to? Can you hear me? Yeah. You can put it on your name. I was saying that technology, I'm worse. I was, some people are born with 10 fingers. I was born with 10 thumbs. I can't do technology at all. But two things, and I will be very, very brief. This building here, this building right here, I have been here in this building since 1970, coming here with a variety of people. Joshua Todd was in this building advocating for Zimbabwe's independence. Joshua Gomo was in this building. Nabaningas Tole was in this building. James Chikarima was in this building. George Nyandoro was in this building. There are a lot of people over the years that were in this building trying to free Zimbabwe from colonial oppression. All of those people would be aghast at what they see going on in our country today. They would really drop down dead because of the shock. Never did I expect that I could see our country go down the way it is. If you think I'm not telling you the truth, go to Francistown in Botswana and go to Plumtree, right? Francistown was worse than what Plumtree is. Look at what Plumtree is like today. Look at what Francistown is today. You know, there's even an international airport. That's how bad this party called ZANU-PF has ruined what was once a prosperous and promising nation. Yes. Let me tell you this. It can change. It will change. Yes. Right. 2023 yes. is probably the one time that we can do something to change this. Yes. You are doing something wonderful. Yes. You are taking, and I don't know whether it's just us here in North America or anywhere else, we are taking that whole country, constituency by constituency, with each branch working with those people yes. to make sure that we do two things: register people to vote, yes. and to make sure that on the day or the days of the election, they vote and the votes are counted and accurately reflected. Yes. Yeah. That is the only way, even when they cheat, and we know they are going to cheat, even when they cheat, once it is open, once it is seen, we have a better case of advocating. Yes. We have a better case of organizing and bringing Zimbabweans to do what they will have to do for themselves. Yeah. And that is protest, this rigging, yeah. this forging that has been going on since April 1980 or March. This ZANU-PF has never won a free and fair election in Zimbabwe. We know that, right? We absolutely know that. So this time around, my fellow Machijas, my fellow Zimbabweans, men and women, girls and boys, right? Let us make sure that in 2023, once and for all, we determine that this must end. Yes. That Zimbabwe must change. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do to change that country around. It's taken them 40 years to destroy it, right?
We know that even if Chamisa becomes president tomorrow, he will have so long to change things around. But first of all, let us determine that we put him where he's supposed to be. And that is at State House. He should have been there last time. MT should have been there before that. They keep cheating and cheating and cheating. We can't tolerate that anymore, ladies and gentlemen. No. Right. No. So what you're doing, constituency by constituency, get them in there to vote. Be there to count the votes. Let the votes be tallied up there. Then that will give the people the power to walk in and say, stop it. Stop it. Right. Once and for all. But anyway, thank you for coming from far away like this. I love you all. I love it. I love the Thank you.
Thank you. If there's one thing that motivates me, but the last word that my brother is just saying, I love Zimbabweans. I love the Zimbabwean people. I love Zimbabwe. I love this commitment. And it is mainly because of people like him. We have never lost each other from way back there. The opportunity of every seniors around you is also what has made me into that building with the Dr. Mukasa. Because of the efforts that this guy makes. So what he has emphasized is what we can do collectively as a unit, as an entity, as a team. We can make it. Let me just say what Dr. Masie is going to connect the encouragement by Dr. Mulilo to reach out to our people, to communicate with them. Let's have a lot of patience and make this the right move. We can do it. We have been frustrated, all of us. But let me just share with you, fellow Zimbabweans. We cannot come here maybe until 2023. But let me say this. We can be here more than 200 times in terms of how we can multiply to reach out to our people back in Zimbabwe to go and register to vote. This is what Zambians have done. We can do exactly the same thing. I was talking to our Zambian brother here. It's not comfortable to say, but he is happy to see us as Zimbabweans doing this. And he is seeing hope in what we are doing here, that anything is possible. I don't believe Zimbabweans are doubting Thomases. That's one thing that I've denounced from the word go. Let's do our thing. Advocate Masie, you can come on board, and Advocate Masie is going to connect to what Wamlilo was saying, how we can reach out, what he has done very shortly, a week ago or so, that we have coordinated as the leaders of the province, district, and the branches, that we have been sharing. And we are blessed to have an advocate who can work with us and to help us how we can reach out and do our thing in North America province. Thank you, Advocate.
Thank you, to say something today. Chincha? Maitirako.
Chincha.
Yes.
Nickname, popularly known as Lawyer Zamara. He was representing Zamara for a long time.
Yes, Chief. Thank you for that. It's actually sad that today I stand here before you leaders as a lawyer who represented someone who's still missing today. The government of Zimbabwe has consistently disappeared people. It has tortured people.
Right.
It has killed people. Yes. And no one has been held accountable. Right now, leaders have got ZANU-PF Pakona and demonstrating today, saying that we do not have rights, Zimbabwean Diaspora today. They are the same people who have been aiding and abetting a system that is killing people in Zimbabwe. That is refusing us the right to vote. It's a constitutional vote. We're not talking about anything that is not there and written into law. It's a constitutional right. So basically, leaders, I'm very saddened on that note that I stand here today and I cannot account for my client who is missing, and his name is Itai Zamara. And to relate to what leadership was saying here today, in Texas, we have had a problem. In fact, it's not a problem. It's a persistent and it's perennial attack by ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF is forming structures here in America, and we all know that. And they do have structures in Texas. And of late, we've had ZANU-PF through the ambassador and through people coming from ZANU-PF coming to Texas. I think they've come, I think this is like the second time this year. But us as a branch in Texas, we've said where they are, that's where we will be. Yep. When they do their meetings purporting to represent the diaspora, we are there. Yeah. And we are there to conscientize them, yes, and remind them that you are killers. You are killing our people back home. Amen. You are not making us, enjoy our constitutional rights, to vote. We need to, to be involved in determining the future, that is happening in Zimbabwe. So we have been there, and we have been engaging, various using various platforms. I know, I think it was like in June, the ambassador came, and there was a Zim Expo thing that was happening, and there were passports that were supposed to be issued to Zimbabweans, and the ambassador wanted to address Zimbabweans, but basically it was going to be a ZANU-PF rally. So we actually went there as the leadership, and we held the ambassador to account. And we told him that you cannot come here and tell us that we need to fork out money through whatever, idea that he had, that we have to put in money in one fund, then develop whatever he called development in Zimbabwe. When you are not, making us vote, when you are denying us the right to vote. And of late, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, they also came to Texas through a conference called CFI. And we told the organizers that as the MDC Alliance, even though we're not a religious group, we represent people here in Texas. Just because the ambassador will be there, we also need to be there. We actually got a stand to exhibit the part with a big banner with the Nelson Chamisa, photo there, and with our flyers, and we talked to people, we engaged the people, and we told them we're the party for the people, and we're here to represent your views. So these are the these are the programs that we're doing, and we want them to be replicated in other provinces where we know that ZANU-PF is taking their spaces. We don't want to allow them to take our spaces. We're here in the diaspora, not by choice. I'll repeat that. We're here in the diaspora, not by choice. We want to go back to Zimbabwe. We want to develop our country. We want to go with our relatives. Some of us left wives, some of us left kids. We want to be back in Zimbabwe. So it's not a game. It's not a game. We want things to change in Zimbabwe. So leadership, let's be involved in the party programs and make sure that next year when you come here, the number will be tripled. The number will be tripled. Let's go out there and tell people that this is real. We need to change. And we need to make sure that the world knows that we've got a terrorist of a government in Zimbabwe. Yeah. So leaders, with this, I'll end. Thank you.
Ginger, thank you very much, advocate. And we are just proud of the Zimbabweans who are not scared of, I call it the coup regime in Harare. I am not scared because that's what we have sacrificed to do. And I also want to take this opportunity here to introduce you someone who is going to shadow me as the organizing secretary, who is going to be there. In MDC, we believe in youngsters leading. We are not dictators. We are going to work together, but this is what we do as MDC. I'm going to introduce him shortly. We are going to work together. We've been working together, and he's a cadre, he's a member, he's a young brother I've worked with, who we've worked on the ground in Zimbabwe. But what we are committed to is we are going to fight this struggle, and we are going to encourage each other that we must fight the coup regime in Zimbabwe. We can try to support it, to make it as a government, but we know they rigged Mugabe, and Mugabe died trying that they rigged me out of power. And that is why they didn't bury Mugabe. So that is what we must all know, and we must not be intimidated by the regime. Kinja, Maitiro, Kinja. I just want to echo the sentiments of our provincial chairman, Chief Sosek. I see a lot of young people, not just here, but all over in MTC. You must take over. You see, the reason why even Eddie Cross today is trying to write a book so nice about Mnangagwa when he was young and all that kind of stuff. You can do better than Mnangagwa, and you will not have blood on your hands. You do it right. This is what we are encouraging all of you young people. I am happy to have the youngsters, like our vice chair for the youth, Mr. Marenda here. One of those very dedicated youngsters. That's him there. That's local vice chair, vice commander. I am also not very happy, to say our youth commander was supposed to be here, and he's always here when we are at this function, whether here in New York or in Washington, D.C. Edmund Mzara is not feeling well. We are praying for him on our group, our prayer group for the MDC Alliance. We are praying for him, and we are uplifting him. As the organ, I talk to him all the time. I reach out to him, and he is very uplifted. Our organ, Fiampondo, and other leaders like Vice Chair Mareda, they talk to him, Chief Soshe, and so. We must come together. We must reach out to each other. And when we do that, we reach out to our people back home and keep doing what we have to do. So at this moment, I want to introduce you our leader. Then right from there, our leader is going to lead us into the mock voting. And from there, we can do the music thing and what have you. I want to welcome here on our stage organ, Deputy Siampondo.
Chisa Baba Chisa. Chisa Baba Chisa.
Chisa.
Chisa we. Hello.
You organizer. So when you see him, you see me there. We work together. We organize through you. You are the people who organize for us. We don't organize anything. That's how we operate. That's how we believe with Organ Tiampon. What we do is to talk to you. You tell us what we need to do. We talk to our leaders, Chief Chose, Waruzido, Maima Zimire, Dr. Gwekwerere, Dr. Mkasa, and all other leaders. So I am happy to work with a young leader. And that to me is something that I must show my pride in the culture of MDC. That's why we have a young president and we are all supporting him. So, Chamisa ngapinde, MDC Alliance ngaipinde, Chese ngatipinde, then we're gonna leave. Chinja, Maitiro, Chinja.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. As the previous speakers have said, ours it's a struggle for freedom, it's a struggle for change, it's a struggle for transformation. And that's what we are here to ensure that we fulfill in Zimbabwe. So as the young say, it's a kakistocracy. That's what we want to deal with. We want to issue in new governance. We want to put in new leadership, a leadership which is young, a leadership which is transformational, a leadership which respects the rights of the citizens. So from now, we are going to show how we want the electoral process to be conducted, to be run, and to be managed. So as a part of our excellency, because excellence is our nomenclature, isn't it? Right. So we are going to form a single line from here, and our officials will be somewhere there, and we will have to cast our vote. Then want to see the youth if they are around here, if they are going to protect their vote or not. So I will invite everyone to come this side. Let's make a very nice single file, and we go where Dr. Mirimi is. Then we can get our ballots there, and we cast our vote. So thank you very much, leadership. We have to announce, right? We are here with Advocate Nelson Chamisa contesting Emerson Mnangagwa Zanu-PF. So it's a two-man race for us. So, and this is the information again. We are sending down to Zimbabwe to our people and every concern that this race is Zimbabwe against dictatorship. This race or this plebiscite we are getting in Zimbabwe against misgovernance. So when you go to the ballot box, you are going to see that there are two candidates because it's a two-man race. Forget about the race. Forget about other small parties that have been constructed by the regime. So we are focusing on those two. Either you are voting for a transformational change or you are voting for the perpetual mismanagement and misgovernance. So thank you very much. Oh.
Okay. Oh, let's do it quick. This exercise, we want to take it seriously. And what we want to do, please, comrades, kese zvedu ngatimbopa big time. It's going to be less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's vote and
don't want any kind of corruption. We want seriousness, exactly what we want. So let's all be in a file, please. All of us, let's get there in the fight. So what we are going to do, all we are going to do, my comrades, you are just going to write ED on the card that you are going to be given, or you are going to write NC. Two things, NC or ED. Now, when we do that, you throw your card here in the front. When we do that, we are going to have two polling agents who are going to be counting for the two candidates. And we are going to check the vote. We are all going to be around. We are going to have all our ballot box here. And we are going to count, and we are going to see the amount showing in our videos and our photos. So let us be in the file there.
I'm chosen.
No, ballot is yours.
Okay.
Everything is yours.
Okay.
No go see it.
Voting live here at the United Nations General Assembly, casting their votes. Diasporans coming
I like.
speaking.
Because that's what happened.
Across the political divide, here at the United Nations General Assembly, voting. You can see there
butchery election actually. Butchery election. What you're seeing over there, they've already cast their vote, they've already voted.
My vote is my signal. Thank you very much. So we come to the end of our must go. That must go. That must go. Thank you. That must go. Ginger. That must go. 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 That let's play. That must go. 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 Maria, who is the representing this alliance.
Yeah. Haribo. Haribo. Yeah.
Right, so these are right, so you can put down your so that you would right, so in respect of the election that has been conducted by the citizens of Zimbabwe, so here we are going to count the votes and ensure that the winner is duly announced. So we will start announcing the results. So guys, come back your votes. I'm saying,
Right. We have money. Hello, come, let's count the vote and protect the vote. Let's protect the vote.
This is for Nelson Chamisa Alliance.
Spoiled. I am at the NC, spoiled. Spoiled ballot. That is spoiled ballot.
Chamisa Chete.
That is spoiled the vote. That is spoiled the vote. That is spoiled the vote, that one.
You take instruction from the second.
Yes.
And so we gave you the regulations we agreed. I explained when you were doing what you were doing there.
Yes.
You did not contribute, right, to setting up of rules and regulations. So we said we have Nelson Chamisa, MC, or we have Emerson Mnangagwa ED. So the rules are, if the voter clearly states it's Nelson Chamisa, if you see that Nelson Chamisa or Mnangagwa, that's a valid vote. Yeah, that's what
Because
if you were around when we were asking for regulations, we were supposed to have contributed to that church. That church is there because you did not say
you said the rules that says Nelson Chamisa. I will not put it. Yeah.
Nelson Chamisa. 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 X. Pani X.
Mnangagwa Chamisa.
Spoiled ballot. Okay, spoiled.
Who's Mnangagwa Chamisa?
X, Gilani X. Munaisa X yake panechi. Pana Chamisa.
Aisa Bachi.
MDC. This is this is we are going to share this one here.
Nona tipakanzi chia. Pakanzi Chamisa. Papa panzi Mnangagwa hii. Saka X iri pana Chamisa. Urupaona. Saka toda tizvioneke ndeza Chamisa.
Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. I'm taking them. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa.
Election monitor.
Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa. Right. We are going to count. The process should finish. 1, 2,
Million.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. The powers vested in me by the Constitution of Zimbabwe, I hereby declare Nelson Chamisa of MDC Alliance as the winner for the 2023 general
We're about to interview some of the polling agents. We would like to understand how the process went. Okay, just give us a moment as one of the polling agents is coming through.
Chief Social. And we are live here at the United Nations General Assembly, and we have been voting. People have been voting. All these people that you are seeing here, they have voted. They've casted their votes, and that's what we are fighting for. I'm here
with the polling agent. Can you please introduce yourself? All Zimbabweans that are listening right now.
My name is Melody Skosha. I was a polling agent for MDC. I'm very happy that the elections were free and fair. And thank you people for believing in MDC. There was no rigging. Everything was free and fair. Thank you.
There you are, folks. There you are, that's a testimony from the polling agent who is right here. And we're joined here. We are not a polling agent. Yes, ZANU-PF polling agent. You know, this is a free and fair election. That's what we do in Zimbabwe, the new Zimbabwe. And we cross over to the ZANU-PF polling agent. Why are people laughing? Please introduce yourself to Zimbabweans and tell us how the election went.
Hello, fellow Zimbabweans. My name is Dr. Ranga. I am the polling agent for ZANU-PF here at the United Nations headquarters. We are very disappointed that we lost this. We are very disappointed that we lost this election. Of course, we think that ZEC was not fair, but the people of Zimbabwe have spoken. This is a very sad day for all of us in ZANU-PF. We won't be able we won't be able to have access to the keys to the treasury in Zimbabwe. But life is going to be much better for Zimbabweans under the MDCA government. We concede today. This was clear cut. It was not our day today, and we congratulate Advocate Nelson Chamisa on this resounding victory. Thank you.
Before you go, we just wanted to thank our polling agents here, ZANU-PF and MDC Alliance, and we also wanted to thank ZimI, Chief of Staff here, and as the organizers of this, we just want ZANU-PF and the MDC Alliance to shake hands, to show the love of fellow Zimbabweans, what we can do together, what we can achieve together in a very peaceful environment.
Yeah.
Congratulations, comrade.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wishing you all the best.
There you are, Zimbabweans. Did you see what just happened there in a new Zimbabwe, in a free Zimbabwe? We saw ZANU-PF conceding here that they've lost an election. Shouldn't this be what happened 20 years ago? But we are grateful, folks, that it has happened now. This is the day that we have been waiting for. Can we all celebrate?
We invited a very special guest from New York all the way to Zimbabwe to be the monitor for the elections in Zimbabwe. And his name is Mr. Makombe. So we want him to explain what he has seen in our process of voting in Zimbabwe.
From my observations, all the while I thought the whole system was captured. Now I've seen it clearly that the people have spoken. I will announce that Nelson Chamisa is the winner of this election, without a doubt. This has been a landslide victory for MPC Alliance.
Right. We are waiting. We are looking for Maichu Kumba here. We haven't seen her. Maichu Kumba. We are looking for her. Is she here? Maichu Kumba.
Mike Gumba, what are you for? Okay.
Thank you.
As you know, folks, Mike Gumba is the chairperson of ZEC, Zimbabwe Electoral Commission. Mike Gumba, can you please tell Zimbabweans across the world how the elections went and how we ended up with an MDC alliance victory?
And I would like to tell Zimbabwe that this was a free and fair election, and that all of the rules and regulations were given out and they were clear to all of the voters. So everybody voted clearly. There was no problems from both parties that were represented here. And I would like to appreciate the people of Zimbabwe for a stellar and peaceful election. And in the same breath, I would like to congratulate our new winner, MDC Alliance, Nelson Chamisa, for his win today. It was a landslide and super awesome.
Wow. Right, as Nelson Mandela always said, it always looks impossible until it is done. The new Zimbabwe has always been possible. The new Zimbabwe is here. I think our time is getting there. I'll just double check with our chairperson. But what I wanted to also we start off with one.
All right. So we are here in Zimbabwe to send a very clear message to the Zimbabwean government. We are here in Zimbabwe, in New York, at the UN headquarters, to send a very strong message to Edim Mnangagwa and his colleagues. I want to tell Emerson Mnangagwa that voting is a right and it's not a privilege. And as a bona fide Zimbabwean, I must not be deprived of my right by anyone, whether you are the president or whoever you are. My right is my right, and therefore I have to exercise it, and therefore I have to exercise my right without fear, without any intimidation from anyone. So, as you may know, Zimbabweans back home, they are struggling. We have people being arrested each and every day. We have people being tortured each and every day. People are not allowed to gather. People are not allowed to exercise their freedom of assembly. They are not allowed to exercise their freedom of expression. The democratic space has been closed by Emerson Mnangagwa. So that is what we are saying. Enough is enough. Emerson Mnangagwa must reform or go, or even both. So we are here to send a message to him, to say, free Marco, whom we are capturing, free Marco, whom we have imprisoned for no apparent reason. We are imprisoning someone for expressing his opinion. We are imprisoning someone to exercise his right. So Marco must be freed. Thank you.
Thina silapha njenge-MDC Alliance sifuna ukuthola khona uhulumende we-ZANU-PF asivumile njengesizalwane seZimbabwe ezisemazweni amaningi ayehlukeneyo. Sifuna ukuthi sivote. Akulo okunye esikufunayo, sifuna ukuthi nathi siphiwe amalunga sikwanise ukuthi sivote njengabantu bonke abeZimbabwe. Ungakhangela amazwe amaningi abeGhana they are voting and even bengaphandle kwamanye amazwe but bayaphiwa isikhathi sokuthi bavote. So that yikho esikufunayo, yikho esikulwelayo lapha sise-United Nations. Sifuna ukuthi sitshengise amazwe wonke ukuthi kumele sibe free ukuthi sivote. Ngiyabonga.
Siyabonga Mahlabezulu.
Hello, my name is Dr. Roni Mulirini. I am the Secretary General for the MDC North America. Today, it's exciting. We are here at the United Nations General Assembly. Our main theme is diaspora vote. As a diaspora, we've been funding Zimbabwe. We've been sending billions of dollars. Everyone knows that the diaspora is funding Zimbabwe. So at this point, we are saying that if we are funding Zimbabwe, then we should also have the right to vote. And today, we did a mock election just to show how we want elections to be conducted in Zimbabwe. So it's exciting, and I'm glad I'm able to share with you what we are doing. We hope we will be able to do the elections for real and vote for the leaders that we want in Zimbabwe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We are here at the United Nations advocating for the Zimbabwe diaspora vote. And we as women want the right to vote. It belongs to us. And we want the Zimbabwe government to recognize our presence here in the US and to recognize our input as far as voting is concerned. We want to vote from here, or if allowed, we could be allowed to go and register in Zimbabwe, and then the voting could be done at the embassy here in Washington, D.C. You see us, as many as we are here from all walks of life, different political parties. All we want is a vote. My vote is my right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Today, we have all Zimbabweans gathered here, expressing their need and their right to vote at the United Nations. As the day progresses, we'll keep on updating you.
Yes.
Listen. Nasema yote na kamera. Sakaturi. It is a big cloud. Afternoon.
Afternoon, how are
Yes,
you?
your name?
Okay, my name is Brenda Moyo.
And you're from?
I'm a Zimbabwean living in the US.
Yes, and what has brought you here today?
We are here at United Nations today to demonstrate as youth and as citizens of Zimbabwe our right to vote from wherever we are.
Okay. Is Zimbabwe not requiring you to vote when
They
you're...
are not allowing us to vote.
So what do you expect from your government?
We expect that they give us a platform where we can vote from here, like here in the nation, we can vote from the US. And any other Zimbabweans who are in the diaspora, they can vote from wherever they are.
Okay. Do you think your vote would count?
Yes, my vote must count.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Right, folks, we're going to cut off now. We've been live here at the United Nations General Assembly for the past 2 hours, where we are demonstrating for our right to vote, the diaspora vote. We have been demanding the diaspora vote from Emmerson Mnangagwa for the past 40 years. And Emmerson Mnangagwa, like Pharaoh in Egypt, has refused to give the diaspora vote to Zimbabweans. But we continue. We will not give up until we are given our democratic right to vote. As you can see from here, you see all Zimbabweans that are here. They are alive, they are here. Some have come as far afield as Canada. And they are all here to express their democratic right. So I think I will be cutting off, but the festivities are not ending here. From here, we are going to go to a hotel in New Jersey, where we are going to have a Zimbabwe consultative forum. We don't just come here to make slogans. We don't just come here to jump around and sing. We are going to go and sit down as Zimbabweans across the political divide and discuss solutions as to what is going on in Zimbabwe. After that, tochitanga kurova bodo, sengeta kurova dinner, tiripo ipopo, and there are going to be a lot of speeches from dignitaries that we have invited. So we'll publicize some of them. We'll be screening live all the speeches that are going to be made at the consultative forum and at the dinner. So stay tuned, folks. I can see here we have a lot of people that are watching. Yes, I'm going to take a short break, but we'll be back in a couple of hours as we round up our weekend here in New York. Signing off, Chief Sose.
Thank you.
I'm telling you to cut. Oh, you can cut, right?
Zimbabwe sinuka udzosere, Zimbabwe sinuka udzosere.